Contenders. A new series for Contenders. Job Korea helps in the search of a new recruit for Korea's #1 retailer and one of the world's finest, Lotte department store. Preliminaries, resumes, and a test. Those who passed moved on to the nerve-wracking interviews.
So you know how to say it, so I don't have any content in my brain now, so.
It wasn't easy, but the judges managed to select the 8 to join Contenders. Shim Sang-bong,
It's an honor to be here. I really appreciate that. I always talk to myself. That's what it is. I was the best. I am the best. I will be the best. Keep an eye on me.
Kang Hee-mi,
I'm the passionate, risk-loving, and creative one who's never afraid of taking up the challenge in life and who knows how to be spontaneous. Watch me.
Chang Ling-na,
Hi, I'm from China. I like to take risks, cause never venture, never gain. 加油!
Lee Soo-hee,
With my fun, positive, and outgoing personality, I'm ready to shine myself. Watch me until the end. Fighting!
Lee Won-young,
My personal motto is, if there's a beginning, there's an end, whether it's a good one or a bad one. Now, this is a whole new chapter, and I like to make this chapter a happy ending. Now, see you guys at the show.
Lee Eun-sam,
As a person who greatly values new experiences, I will challenge myself through this competition. I will put my all efforts to fulfill various tasks.
Kim Eun-hye,
I'm a strong communicator. With my positive desire and attitude, I will persevere and work diligently. So please stay tuned.
and the last contender, Han Jae-yeon.
I'm a man who has really positive thinking and I'm never afraid to challenge a new thing. This is why I'm in here and it's time to make my dreams come true. It's time to wake up.
A new project begins for Contenders, the Lotte department store series. Follow these 8 on their fight to survive and win.
Go Contenders!
The 8 who survived the prelims. We introduce you to the Contenders.
Hello and welcome to Contenders. I'm Min Jung Kim.
Hello, great to have you with us today. I'm PJ Rogers.
Have you found your dream job? Do you love what you do? Some people spend their lifetime looking for that right job and others find it instantly. Well, Contenders is a job survival program and we work with a leading company in Korea each month and a group of contestants who want to work for it. Today we have a very select group of people who have apparently found their dream job. So good for you and welcome all of you to the program. Ring-na, I hear that you are a big fan of Korean drama. How much of it do you understand? You're a Chinese national.
Yep, but there's always Chinese subtitles.
Aha. All right. Well, what kind of genre do you like the most?
The recent one is Secret Garden, but I'm a little disappointed because in real life, I seldom find some guys as handsome as Hyunbin.
Yeah, that's not. They're a rarity. That's for sure. Well, and Eun-sam, this is not your first TV experience. You've been on TV with Arirang TV, in fact. You've been on a quiz program. So is this a piece of cake for you?
No, actually, I'm much more nervous than last time because last time when I participated in the quiz program, I was in high school and I was supposed to compete with 민족사관학교, and our team lost by 100 to 700. So that was quite really sorrowful memory of mine, and I guess this competition wouldn't be easy too.
Well, good luck.
I hope your outcome is a little better than last time. Jaehyun, I have to ask, we love to get to know our contenders, and we like our viewers to get to know our contenders as well. What are 3 things that your best friend would describe about you? This is who he is. What would he say?
Well, actually, I have a lot of friends, and my friends have told me like my best thing is like a relationship. You know, I have really a lot of friends. And second one is like I have a great responsibility. You know. Then third one is like they told me that I'm really cute. Well,
is that the guys telling you that or the girls?
Guys and girls. All.
Guys and girls. Okay.
Ladies, do you agree? We have no answer.
Well, welcome to Contenders. Hemi, I understand that you performed on stage a few times in your life.
Yeah.
So are you as nervous now as you were then performing?
I'm not really nervous on stage, but I would say it's a different case. But because it was just singing performance with my group, and I had at least a little bit of people on my side who I could rely on and sing together. But I mean, even though they're all nice people, I gotta survive, so it's a little more nervous.
Are you confident? Are you gonna win? Or are you here to just kind of play along until you get kicked out?
No, I wouldn't say I'm that 100% confident, but well, to be honest, I want to win. So
okay.
That's why I'm here.
All right. Well, the reason you're all here is to see if you have what it takes to work for this company, Lotte Department Store. This is one of Korea's largest retailers, and it's been making a name for itself as such all over the world. Let's take a look at the screen and find out a little more about this retail giant.
2010, Forbes US selected as Asian retailer #1. 2011, listed in Dow Jones Sustainability Index's World for 3 consecutive years. Global Retailer World Best. The world is looking at Lotte Department Store. Korea's largest retailer, Lotte Department Store. Lotte Department Store is core affiliate of Lotte Group, ranked #5 on the Korean business community. Since its establishment in 1979, it has served and satisfied the needs of customers with goods at a reasonable price and special service. It has provided global luxury goods, gaining its reputation as the best retail service provider and writing a new page in Korea's department store history. Lotte runs 39 department stores, including most recently launched Premium Outlet in Paju and Lotte Department Store in Gimpo Airport. From Korea's best to global top enterprise, Lotte Department Store has established the vision 2018 Global Top 5 to become the best global retailer. It is actively pursuing entrance into the global market with robust innovation. For the first time as a Korean department store in 2007, Lotte Department Store opened its first overseas branch in Moscow, Russia, successfully. It has started its global market entry more visibly by opening a Beijing branch in China in 2008 and East Moro branch in Tianjin, China. In the near future, it is expecting to expand its overseas business in VRICs, including third branch Tianjin Culture Center in China, aside from its Shenyang, Hanoi, and Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam, and Jakarta in Indonesia. Realizing its vision in 2018, it will have 40 branches in the global market to become one of the top 5 global enterprises. Lotte Department Store has been engaged in social responsibility activities based on its overseas branch locations, including Vietnam, China, and Indonesia, building a close network and relation with local communities. It opened its first Lotte School in Vietnam in 2009 and the second Lotte School near Hanoi. It will open its third and fourth school in the near future. In China, it has begun the reforestation project under the title Green China Project campaign. The 32nd anniversary. Lotte Department Store will create a global retail legend. that will shine brightly all over the world. With its new challenge to the world and the Vision 2018 Global Top 5. The hero who can make this dream come true is you.
Within the country, Lotte Department Store is undoubtedly #1 in the industry, and it wants to expand its influence across the world. And Eunhae, I hear that you quit your job to be part of Lotte Department Store. Was that a tough decision?
It wasn't a tough decision for me because, like you said, Lotte is #1 in retail. And I think it's very good that I learned from the #1 retail and expand my expertise and experience.
And what do you bring to the table?
For past 8 months, I have traveled around to 6 different countries.
6 different countries in 8 months?
8 months, and I see 2 of them that I traveled on the screen, China and Vietnam. So all my experience in overseas and my negotiating skill and experience will implement and help.
And I gotta ask, do you love shopping too?
Yes.
Oh, that's gotta help. And Sangbong, you spent some time, of course, in the mandatory military service, and I hear that you really, really enjoyed it, the food, the life there. What do you like so much about it?
I like the food most because the food menu is changed every single day.
And your mom makes the same food every day?
No, not that good though. You know.
Well,
Wait.
I hope your mom's not watching.
Is your mother's food not that good or the army food not that good?
Mother's side is good.
Oh,
Mother's
okay.
food is good, better than, okay.
All right.
Sui, yes. I have to ask you, as the contenders, you're one of 8 here.
Yes.
And you have to, as the program goes on, you have to really stand out. And we need her because.
Okay, you guys really want me instead of the 7 other. Of course, they're great too, but I can, I guess, lighten up the atmosphere like I'm doing it, I guess, right now. And then I'm very fun and outgoing. I can get along with other people pretty well. And then the last thing, I would like to believe that I'm very creative and I think I can add a lot of value to a company. So yeah, that's the 3 reasons right there.
Well, great. She is blooming with confidence.
Yeah,
and
I like
that is a great characteristic that I'm sure Lotte would love to have. Won-young.
Yes.
How are you today? Are you feeling confident that you are going to be the end person of contenders, or how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, and I will be the in-person.
Wow,
Yes.
that is some confidence.
Yes.
Okay, well, I just asked her just to balance it out. You're on the same position she is on the other side. So what are the 3 things why you need to be chosen as opposed to the other 7?
All right, the 3 things that I have. Probably all the others have it too, but they're probably the most standing out of my character. First, courage. 2nd, passion. 3rd, round character. I fit in everywhere I go, and I like to stay that way, and I'll take it with me wherever I go. So that's it.
Okay.
All right, I'm sure all of you really want to get started, so we won't keep you in suspense much longer. This is week 1 of Contenders, and that means we start with our quiz. Let's begin. There's a total of 3 rounds of quizzes, and at the end of today's episode, only 6 contenders are moving on to the next round.
Yes, we have round 1 and round 2. And within round 1 and 2, 5 of you will be chosen to move on to next week. And then in round 3, the last person or the 6th person will be chosen. And so even though you don't make it to the top 5 in the first 2 rounds, you still have another chance.
And round 1 consists of 10 questions, each worth 30 points, and it's about current affairs. And you will only be given 1 chance to answer a question. If you get it wrong, you won't be given another chance until the rest 7 have had a chance. And please remember to wait until your name is called to give your answer. Otherwise, I won't count that as an answer, all right? All right, are we ready? Here is the first question.
Every December 1st is World Blank Day, dedicated to raising awareness of this and to honoring persons who have died of this. What is this illness caused by HIV?
AIDS.
Correct.
That was a quick response.
Yeah.
I heard everybody hit it, I think.
And try to remember, it's not how hard you press the buzzer, but how fast. So you guys were just slamming down on that thing.
You make me nervous now. Whoa.
All right. You are in the lead with 30 points.
All right, thanks.
Let's have the second question.
In many cases, the names of company brand products have grown into common nouns. For example, this, manufactured by DuPont Company in 1938. This is made from synthetic fiber.
원영.
Nylon?
Correct. Next question, please.
Every Monday, citizens of this country wear yellow, a color symbolizing the king. It is to show respect and hope for the king's long life. Since July, this country has suffered great loss due to flooding.
상봉.
Thailand?
Correct. This is the fourth question.
This term calls up an image of baseball fans gathered during the cold winter months discussing their favorite baseball teams.
원영.
Stovely?
Correct. For me, that's a difficult question. For him, I guess it's a piece of cake.
Yeah.
Good for you. The fifth question, please.
Eurozone's currency crisis is thought to be triggered by Greece, a country with such great debt it may fall into this plight.
재현.
IMF?
은샘.
Default.
Next question, please.
This is a Walt Disney production with a motive based on Shakespeare's Hamlet. This
재현.
Lion King?
Correct.
Minjung, I love his expression. Every time he answers, he's okay, yeah.
And then he gets it right.
And then he gets it right.
We're about halfway through the quiz. What do you think about the level of difficulty? Lingna.
I don't think it's quite difficult, but I have problem to press the buzzer.
Others are faster than you. You gotta stay alert.
Okay.
The seventh question, please.
This cannot be duplicated and it's added to credit cards, passports.
쌍봉.
Hologram.
Correct. It's 3D imagery information saved on a 2D surface. So, next question, please.
Crunchy snacks were popular in theaters, but they were too noisy. This snack resolves the problem. This is a popular snack at movie theaters.
Hemi.
Popcorn.
Correct. All right. The ninth question, please.
This is one of the base units in the International System of Units. For 120 years, this unit was determined by a physical object.
원용.
Kilogram?
Correct. This is the last question in the first round.
This character was depicted in many ways until Coca-Cola stepped in.
은혜.
Santa Claus.
Correct. It's a symbol of Christmas, as you know.
You know what was interesting is that was new to me. I learned that as an adult, is that's when Santa Claus became huge. It's through Coca-Cola. I did not know that.
Well, let's check the scores. Wonyoung, you're in the lead with 90 points, followed by Jaeyeon and Sangbong at 60 points. So all the men are in the lead. And ladies, Eunhae, Eunseom, and Hemi, you all have 30 points. And Suhee and Lingna, you're at 0. So, Suhee, was it difficult for you?
No, I think it takes a time for me to think an answer. After they say an answer, I know it, but I just have to, I guess, respond quicker.
Well, the real battle starts in round 2, categories. Let's begin. So 5 contestants will be chosen after round 2. And there are 5 categories, and under each category, there are questions worth 10 to 50 points, depending on their level of difficulty. And question selection goes to the person who last answered correctly. So what are the categories, PJ?
Famous ideas, cats and dogs, Noble Nobel, new research, and retail detail, of course, which is exactly related to Lotte department store. So I hope you have done your homework.
I'm going to remind you again that you only have 1 chance to answer a question. If you get it wrong, you have to give the chance to the rest 7. Wonyoung, you're in the lead, so you get to pick the first question.
Nobel? 50?
Oh, others don't like it, apparently. For how many points?
Nobel 50?
For 50. All right, the highest point.
In October, the mobile version of Time magazine released the top 10 Nobel controversies. One includes Alexander Fleming, awarded the 1945 Nobel Prize of Physiology or Medicine for his discovery of this.
Jaeyeon.
Penicillin?
Correct. What do you choose?
Nobel for 40?
Nobel for 40.
In contrast to its population, which country received the most Nobel Prizes?
Eunhae.
USA?
No. Suhee.
Germany?
Lingna.
Poland?
No. Sangbong.
England?
Let's listen to the rest of the question. This country has a population of about 7,751,000 and a landmass of 22,072 square kilometers. It's known for its incredible foothold in scientific technology, earning it the name Silicon Wadi. The 2011 Nobel Prize in Chemistry.
Wonyoung.
Israel?
Correct. Wonyoung, what do you go with?
I'll go for famous ideas.
Famous ideas for?
For 30.
30.
Jeff Bezos, the founder of this company, had an unusual business plan.
Suhee.
Amazon.com?
Correct.
Suhee, those are your first points on the board.
Yeah.
Now you feeling a little better?
Yes, a little.
Okay.
So you knew the name of the founder of this company.
Yes, I knew him.
That helped. You got it into like the 3rd word, I think. Yeah. All right. What are you gonna go with?
I'm gonna go for famous ideas for 40.
Famous ideas for 40.
This was first designed for the automotive industry.
Sangbong.
QR code.
Correct. It was created by Toyota subsidiary Denso Wabe. These guys are good, don't
They
you
are
think?
good. Yes, Minjung actually before was going, these questions are pretty difficult. But you know
But I
what?
guess
We've
I'm
got
the
some
dumb
smart
one.
contenders.
All right, Sangbong, what's your next question?
I will go cats and dogs for 30, please.
Cats and dogs for 30.
The lyrics of this song were written by Trevor Nunn. They're based on T.S. Eliot's poems.
Jaeyeon.
Memory?
Correct.
Minjung, if you're noticing, typically the females have always done very, very well in the quizzes. I will, as a man, happy to say that our 3 men are leading the pack. Good job, men.
Ladies, step it up a little bit, please, for my sake. All right, so it's a battle between Jaeyeon and Wonyoung for the first place, I think. Jaeyeon has 140 points, and Wonyoung, you're behind at 130 points. One question will put you right up in the lead again. Jaeyeon.
Cats and dogs 40.
Cats and dogs for 40.
The snow leopard is a large cat native to the mountain ranges of Central Asia.
Hemi.
Snow leopard?
No. Continue with the question.
Until recently, many taxonomists included the snow leopard in the genus Panthera with several of the other largest felids. Snow leopards have gray and white fur and striped tails. An interesting fact is that the snow leopard is known by another name, which is the same as the unit of weight equal to 1/16 of a pound.
Wonyoung.
XOS. OXS.
Sorry. Lingna.
Ounce.
Correct. That was your first question you got
such
right.
a relief.
Good for you. All right. What are you going to go with?
I'll go for new research, 30 points.
New research for 30.
According to a report from the National Health Insurance Corporation, there were 392,000 people suffering from rheumatoid arthritis in Korea last year. At 77%, a vast majority of them were women compared to the 23% who were male patients. This was explained by a hormone found in
Suhi?
Estrogen?
Correct. Please choose the next question.
New research is for 40, please.
New research for 40.
A person with this mental disorder is known to be wily and manipulative, but even so, they unconsciously betray themselves when they speak.
Wonyoung.
Insomnia.
No. Let's continue with the question.
This is according to scientists who have looked for patterns in convicted murderers' speech as they describe their crimes. The researchers found that people with this mental disorder focus their attention on basic needs, such as food, drinks, and money. They are highly prone to antisocial behavior and abusive treatment of others, and are very disproportionately responsible for violent crimes. Who are they?
Hemi.
Psychopath.
Correct. All right, Hemi.
I'll go retail detail for 50.
Retail detail for 50.
Contenders, my name is Hyunchul Choi from Lotte Department Store. Best of luck, everyone. Lotte Department Store is a business unit of Lotte Shopping. For the past 3 years running, Lotte...
Wonyoung. Is that a mistake?
Dow Jones Sustainability Indexes.
That is correct.
Great.
Wonyoung, was that a little act you put on there to pretend that you don't know the answer and to get it right?
I thought I pressed it too quick, but I'm trying to relate my answer to number three. That was the only answer. So
I know the answer, and I didn't even get the answer by the time you got the answer with the information you had. How did you know that?
Number three somehow just caught my mind. Bam.
Well done.
Just
All right,
lucky.
well, some additional
Plain luck.
information. The Dow Jones Sustainability Index is a family of indices evaluating the performance of the world's leaders in sustainability. So, good for you, Wonyoung. What do you choose?
I'll choose Nobel for 10.
Nobel for 10.
German physicist Wilhelm Röntgen won the first Nobel Prize in Physics in 1901 for this major discovery in 1895. Within weeks, he published a paper detailing the properties of this. Trained in mathematics, he named this after a term which is the mathematical symbol for an unknown factor.
Lingna.
X.
You got it partially right. Sangbong.
Function.
We'll continue with the question.
It is also referred to as Röntgen radiation. What is this?
I'll give you 5 seconds. 원영.
X-ray?
All right. So Lingna, I think you got half of it right, and then you gave it to Wonyoung. You prepared a nice meal and gave it to Wonyoung.
Merry Christmas.
Wonyoung, please choose the next question.
New research for 20.
New research for 20.
Dr. Katrina McFerrin's 5-year study found that music led to
Taeyeon.
Heavy metal?
Correct. Do you listen to heavy metal?
No, I hate it. Like,
Oh, that was a
not
strong
hate, but,
denial.
I like it, but not very like it.
Taeyeon, please choose the next question.
Cats and dogs, 50.
Cats and dogs for 50.
The Hound of the Baskervilles was originally serialized in the Strand magazine from August 1901 to April 1902. It is set largely on Dartmoor of Devon, of England's West Country. It tells the story of an attempted murder inspired by the legend of a fearsome, diabolical hound. The story is a third of 4 crime novels by this writer, featuring
Wonyoung?
Conan Doyle?
Featuring the detective Sherlock Holmes, right? Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
I think you just got the approval of your peers. After you said that, they're like, wow, he knew that.
That was a tough question, but you got it right. Good for you.
Thanks for the bedtime stories and my reading and
That's
so
right.
on. I would like to choose famous ideas.
Famous ideas for 50.
For 50, yes.
Norwegian-born Dag Kitlas started a company in 2007 which specializes in voice recognition technology.
Wonyoung.
Siri?
You've been studying for this quiz, I know that. And what would you say to that?
Actually, I haven't really been studying, focusing. But in fact, I had reserves trading for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And on my phone, I've been searching through on a lot of, because they give you a lot of breaks. Yeah, so I just went to the toilet and searched. It's a sad story behind it, but yeah.
You're in the lead by a landslide. You have 290 points. And just for your information, the highest point we've had ever on this program is like 330? 350 points. So I think you can try to reset that score. Eun-sem, you're in the bottom with Eun-hae at 30 points. What's going on?
I just wish he would give me more chance to.
Would you like to say that to him, please?
Knew the last question's answer, and well, I guess I'm just thinking too much, or I want to make sure.
Wonyoung, would you like to share some of your points?
Sure, why not?
All right, Wonyoung, please select the next question.
New research for 50.
New research for 50.
Public health grad students at Columbia University reported their discovery of the low view virus in October. Low view was found in the caves of northern Spain, and it is a strain of another virus, a virus that has a 90% death rate. This virus was first discovered in 1976 at the Blank River in Africa. It is a deadly virus which is transmitted by direct contact with the blood, secretions, organs, or other body fluids.
Wonyoung?
Ebola?
Correct. So now you are 10 points shy of scoring the highest point ever on Contenders. Please select the next question.
I like to choose retail detail, 40.
Retail detail for 40.
This is a term which originated for alliances of enterprises. roughly around 1880 in Germany. This name was imported into the Anglosphere during the 1930s. In the 1940s, the name got an anti-German bias, being the economic system of the enemy. This refers to a former organization of producers and manufacturers that agreed to fix prices.
Sam.
Cartel.
Correct. It's a formal organization of producers and manufacturers that agree to fix prices, marketing, and production. Oil cartel, stuff like that.
Sam, that puts you in the top 5, barely, with that answer, but it won't keep you there long if somebody else
that's
answers.
What I think so.
So right now you are safe, but we have another 10 questions to go or so.
I'll choose famous ideas 20.
Famous ideas for 20.
In 1876, William Orton, then president of the Western Union Telegraph Company, sent a letter to a young inventor stating that, after careful consideration of your invention, while it is a very interesting novelty, we have come to the conclusion that it has no commercial possibilities. This novelty was the telephone. Who was the inventor?
Eunhae.
Bell.
Correct. The full name, of course, is Alexander Graham Bell. Eunhae, what are you going to go with?
Retail details for 30.
Retail detail for 30.
Hello contenders, I'm Hyun Lee from Lotte Department Store. This term was first used by cobblers to measure people's feet for shoes. They would place someone's foot on a long chair and mark the length to make the pattern for the shoes. This is a process of comparing one's business processes and performance metrics to other industry bests. What is this?
Jaeyeon.
Bench.
Wonyoung.
Benchmark.
Correct. I think Wonyoung, you are lucky too. Other people give you half of the answer and you just pick it up right there. Jaeyeon, you just said bench and he said benchmark.
I think we can spread the point, right?
Yeah.
Half and half.
Well, he just set the highest point ever on Contenders, so congratulations. It's going to be a great line on your resume, yeah?
and we only have a few questions left, and our men are still all above 100 points. And they are the only ones above 100 points, I'd like to point out.
Let's check the scores. Wonyoung, you're in the lead by a landslide at 370 points, followed by Jaeyeon at 160 points, and Sangbong, you have 100 points. And let's see, Eunseom and Hemi, you're both at 70 points, Suhi, 60 points, Eunhae, 50 points, and Lingna, still at 40 points. You got one question right, so do you plan to solve more?
Yep.
All right. Wonyoung, please choose the next question.
Yes. Nobel 30.
Nobel for 30.
This international organization was awarded the Nobel...
Eunhae.
Red Cross.
Correct.
I want to know how your mind works on that. It says this is an international organization. There's like a jillion international organizations.
I read it on there. Said the Red Cross was the one of the organization
that won the Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh, okay, the one the Nobel. Okay, the Nobel is what they got. Okay.
Right. Okay. On three occasions, in fact, in 1917, 1944, and 1963. Did you know that too?
Not the dates.
All right, Eunhae, what are you going to go with?
Retail detail for 20.
Retail detail for 20.
This question is multiple choice, so each contender only gets one chance to answer. Listen carefully. After the establishment of the WTO, countries began implementing the use of national certification marks. Which of the following are incorrectly paired? 1. EU. Confirmed European mark. 2. Republic of Korea. Q mark. 3.
Lingna.
Number 2.
Correct. Please choose the next question.
I'll go for new research, 10 point.
New research for 10 points.
The mental ability of teenagers can improve or decline on a far greater scale than previously thought, according to the journal Nature. The research was led by Professor Kathy Price of the Wellcome Trust Center for Neuroimaging at the University College of London. This is a score derived from one of several different standardized tests designed to assess intelligence.
Suhi.
IQ test.
Correct. Have you ever gotten your IQ assessed?
I did when I was in elementary school, but I totally forgot what was my IQ.
You forgot or you want to forget?
I guess I want to forget.
All right, please select the next question.
Okay, I'm gonna go for cats and dogs 20.
Cats and dogs for 20.
The name of these animals come from the Brazilian Tupi-Guarani languages Yaguara. According to one early European explorer, Yaguara means a beast that kills its prey with one bound. Physically, the spotted cat most closely resembles the leopard. It is the third largest feline after the tiger and the lion.
Hemi.
Jagger.
Correct. So that puts you in the third or fourth place. We have Lingna, Eunseom, and Suhi who are in the bottom 3. So, and we have 4 questions left. So depending on who gets these questions right, we will have determined the 5 of you who will move on to next week. So step it up.
I'll go for famous ideas for 10.
Famous ideas for 10.
In a fury of blogging and programming, what launched in
Eunhae.
Facebook.
Correct. Please choose the next question.
Nobel for 20.
Nobel for 20.
Nobel for 20.
This question is multiple choice. There will only be 3 chances to answer. Please listen carefully until the end. The following are a list of Nobel Prize winners and the categories in which they are awarded. Which pairing is incorrect? Number 1, Mother Teresa, Peace. Number 2, Dalai Lama, Economics.
Suhi.
Number 2.
Do you know which category he was awarded?
Peace, I think.
Yes, correct. All right.
There are 3 of you with 90 points, and we have 20 points left to get. It will be who answers these next to see who goes on.
Just choose the question. Okay, I'm gonna go for cats and dogs 10.
Cats and dogs for 10.
In 995, this island was called Haeangdo and later renamed Okju County of Korea. In 1001, the island Okju was changed to this.
상봉.
진도.
Correct. This island is located in South Cholla province in Korea, and a dog is named after the island, of course. And we have 1 question left. So it's a battle between Eunhae, Hemi, and Suhi. All right, retail detail for 10.
I wish good luck to all of you. Last year, this ranked Lotte Shopping as number
Eunhae.
Forbes.
Ooh, yep. I was going to hold your answer just to build up the suspense, but you kind of blew it away.
Blew it away in a good way. That means that you are moving on to the next week.
All right, and we have a tie between Hemi and Suhi. So we will give you one spare question. The one who gets it right will move on to next week, and the one who gets it wrong, who doesn't get it right, will move on to round 3. So let's have the spare question, please.
Johannes Vermeer is a great Dutch artist who is famous for a portrait nicknamed the Mona Lisa of the Netherlands. The girl in the portrait is wearing earrings made of this, something produced within a living shelled mollusk.
Suhi, are you sure about your answer? Because if you get this right, you're moving on to next week.
I hope I'm right.
Okay, well, what's your answer?
Pearls?
Correct. All right, so the 5 of you who are moving on to next round are Sangbong, Suhi, Jaeyeon, Wonyoung, and Eunhae. Congratulations. There is still one more spot for those who didn't make it to the top 5. Who will take the last spot? We'll find out in the final and 3rd round. Stay with us.
Hey, you know what? You started off strong and didn't answer another question, but you had enough points.
Nervousness definitely during the quiz, even if you are at the highest score.
It was really great to be in here for the next round.
It's my first time to participate in quiz show. I guess I just think too much.
I knew the answer, but I know this sounds like an excuse, but I have problems with pressing the button quickly.
I hope for this round that my hand moves faster so I can press this better.
We're about to begin round 3, and sitting over there are our 5 contenders who are moving on to next week, and standing over here are our 3 contenders whose fate is yet to be determined. Lingna, you have the lowest score, but it seems like you have the most confidence. Where do you think that comes from?
Well, I think it seems there is a jinx on foreigners have to go through the round, but I'm pretty confident now.
You look very confident.
Yeah.
In round 3, there are 5 questions, each worth 50 points, and the person with the highest point will move on to week 2 with the rest 5 over there. And we have the categories. Let's see them first. Sign, day, fruit, relationship, and nation. And Hemi, you're in the lead, so you get to choose the first question.
I'll go for fruit.
Fruit, 50.
Yep.
A medium-sized company in Korea patented a garbage bag which deters cats. The scent of this fruit is used in the manufacturing of this trash bag. Though the scent of this fruit may be refreshing for humans, it smells especially foul for cats. This yellow fruit is known for its sour taste. What is this?
Vincent?
Lemon?
Correct. I think the word sour gave it away. Yeah? And yellow, of course. Vincent?
Relationship.
Relationship.
What is the relationship between the following pairs of people? 19th century German composers Schumann and Brahms, classical Greek philosophers Socrates and Plato, Anne Sullivan and American author and political activist Helen Keller.
Hemi?
Teacher and student, like mentor and student.
Correct. Do you have a mentor?
Yes, I do.
And what does she or he know about you coming onto the show?
I haven't told her about it, but she was the one who wanted me to go overseas and study. And I think this opportunity also comes from her, I think.
All right.
Well, why don't you look at the camera in front of you and say something to your mentor?
I haven't seen her for ages.
It's
so-
okay, but you can just look in the mirror and just talk to her.
Frankly, I don't know if I'm gonna win right now because I'm on the lowest bottom. But
You're not.
well,
You're in the
You're
lead.
actually in the top right now.
thinking about her and how she taught me, I'll try to win. Do my
All right.
best.
All right, I like the attitude. Hemi,
Yep.
what do you choose?
Oh well, that's confusing. I'll go for day.
Day.
This music is a piece by Tchaikovsky from the Nutcracker Ballet. The ballet is based on a children's tale, and the whirlwind adventure begins when Clara receives a nutcracker doll as a present. The Nutcracker is a holiday story, with events centered around a particular year-end holiday when it's customary to give and receive.
Lingna,
Christmas.
correct. Okay, this is becoming a neck-and-neck competition in the third round.
It is anybody's game right now. So keep
You have
it up.
2 questions left, so listen carefully and press that buzzer. Lingna,
I'll go for sign.
sign.
The following are some expressions that different countries have for a specific symbol. Malaysia and the lion. China and the little rat. Italy and the snail. Norway and a pig's tail. For Twitter, this symbol is used in replies.
Unsem?
Bird.
No. We'll continue on with the question.
This symbol is used in replies and placed in front of the recipient user's ID. It is also used in writing email addresses.
Lingna,
At.
correct. All right, that puts you in the lead, Lingna, at 160 points. So, but Unsem, don't despair, because if you get that last question right, you are moving on to week 2. The same goes to Hemi. So, let's have that last question, please. Nation.
The next question is multiple choice. You only have 3 chances to answer it. Which of the following is set in a different country than the others? Number 1. One of the world's top 4 musicals, The Phantom of the Opera. Number 2. Vincent van Gogh's painting, Café Terrace at Night. Number 3. William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Number 4. The movie that won 2 Oscars in 2008, La Vie en Rose.
Hemi, are you sure about your answer? This might be crucial to your fate.
I'm not too sure, but I think it's Van Gogh.
So you're going to go with number 2?
Yeah.
Is that correct? Nope. Unsems. There are 3 choices left, so that makes it a little easier for you.
So you are either going to win it or be eliminated.
Number 3.
Is that a shot in the dark? Are you sure about it?
I'm not sure.
All right, well, let's see if you're right. Do you know which country it was set in? Romeo and Juliet. Who cares, right? You got it right. You're moving on to week 2. It was set in Italy, but I guess that really doesn't matter because you're moving on to week 2. But congratulations. Let's give a big round of applause to Unsen.
Linga, I'm so sad.
I gonna cry. Oh, okay.
You almost made it. You almost you were at the very bottom, and it came down to the last question. and you almost made it. So, but we are sorry to see you go. But we would love to hear you to say something to your, because Arirang actually goes to China. And so why don't you say something to your family in Chinese?
我尽力了 means I tried my best.
Okay.
我尽力 I like that.
Can I say something to Lotte?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. I really tried my best, but I really want a chance for intern. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And Hemi, you look especially crushed. What's going through your mind right now?
Because right after I got the wrong answer, I knew that I understood the question wrong, and then I found it out it was number 3, and then I was like, oh.
So you knew the answer.
Yeah, I think I misunderstood the question in the first place. And then I found out it was wrong.
Just parting thoughts from you, Hemi.
Personally, maybe not through Contenders, but I've been interested in applying to Lotte department ever since. So even if it's not this opportunity, I may fail, but I hope people from Lotte department still keep their eyes on me, because I'm still more than willing to try and challenge.
But I would like to make it clear, both of you that are leaving with us are hugely successful. To make it to the final 8 is a big, huge thing. And so you're both very qualified, and I'm sure will be very successful with Lotte possibly, and or someone else. So thank you for being a part.
All right.
Great. Let's give them a round of applause.
So we have the 6 contenders who will continue on in this journey with us. And in week 2, they'll be battling it out in the presentation and debate round. It's going to be an exciting episode, so don't miss out. Please join us next week. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that show. That was an exciting tournament. If they do try again next time, they're gonna succeed, I promise.
I'm still more than willing to challenge more in my life. I think it was great.
I'm so happy that I passed the first round. I'm gonna show 300% in the next round.
It's such a wonderful experience to be on Contenders, and I definitely learned and enjoyed it a lot.
I was worried about today's result for a couple of days, but I'm glad that I made it.
I will do my best for the second week.
Obviously, I didn't really seem to be really active for this round, but I'm sure for next week.
Happy I can compete with this great friend. Okay, thank you guys.